All right, back with another episode. Only built for golf links. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Only underscore built underscore four number four golf underscore links LINX. Subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. Grow this channel a bit. Helping out. Thank you very much. All right. Welcome back. Just got home from playing Green Knoll here, my town. One of the county courses. Green Knoll, Spooky Brook, Quail Brook, Warren Brook. I've never been to. It's the one course I've never been to. And Neshannock Valley. It's the crown jewel, I like to call it, of Somerset County. A buddy of mine just played it yesterday. Can't wait to hear all about it. He was out in stores buying his shoes and stuff that he needed to play with. Can't wait to hear. I'll let you guys know about it. So yeah, shot a 95. Little soggy morning. It was drizzling in the morning. Not a hard, steady rain. On and off drizzle. It stopped at hole number 5. There's no range at this course. There's a putting green. 9 o'clock tee time. I drive up maybe 8:15. My plan is to like stretch and warm up. My playing partner walked up to me. He goes, "Hey man, we're ready. I'm ready if you are. There's nobody in front of us." He starts laughing, and he goes, "Yeah, we could go on whenever we want. Get my bag ready, get my cart, throw my stuff on, my shoes, my rain gear. And off we go. A little bit, maybe 8:45, 10 to 9. We tee off. So cold, no stretching, no practice swings, nothing. Off, bad drive. Hooked it left. I'm on the second green. Got it back into the fairway with a hybrid. Good third shot. Chipping was good today for me, I think. Not to brag, but, well, 95 is nothing to brag about. But for me, my chipping was on today. The first 2 holes, 3 holes, maybe the chipping not so great. But after that, I was 1 putt, 2 putt after that. Which was good. A lot of sixes. Bogeyed a par 3. I parred a par 3. So yeah, I shot a 49 in the front 9. And if you know Green Knoll, it's two completely different 9s. The front 9 to me is the tougher one. The elevation changes. Nothing's flat. You're either elevated tee box, you're shooting down and undulating fairways. Then when you get on the greens, there's one hole number 4, 2-tier green. So if you're not on that correct tier, you're either in the rough or you're putting a long way. That's number 4. I double bogey that one, 2 putty. So yeah, so 49 in the front. Then the back 9 is my favorite. Easier, bit more flatter, not too much elevation changes in that back 9. Started off with a par on number 10. I parred number 11. Birdied number 11. A 30-footer, at least 16 paces was my count. So I'm estimating 30 feet, straight line, a little bit downhill. I was just lagging it up. That was my intention, just lag it up and get it in for a tap in. Just kept going until it dropped. That was a good feeling. So yeah, I started off par birdie, 10, 11, bogeyed 12 with another par 3, bogeyed that. Hit the back of the green, and it kicked out. And where it landed was not the rough, but tall grass after the rough, and I couldn't get out right away. I got out, but not where I wanted to land. I wanted to land on the green and missed the green, so I had to chip back on. 5s after that. There's a 4, a 3, and a 4. 16th was my first blow-up hole in the back 9. Shot a 6. Number 17 to me was my blow-up hole, and it did it to myself, all mental. I'm at the tee. I go left. Left rough. Bunch of geese. Don't even flinch. They just move when I got there. But when that ball gets there, they don't flinch. So I get there. I got trees in front of me. I want to punch out. Well, you obviously you look to see if you can make it over the trees. Too many trees, too tall, and too many in front of you. So my only option was to punch out, grab my 5. I underestimate how thick this stuff is. And I kind of half-assed the 5, chunked it to about 10 yards. So now I'm going for number 3. Now I really punch out, and I'm out. 100 yards, I believe, from center of the green. That's what my rangefinder said. So I miss the green. I'm left rough, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'm lane 4. 1, 2, 3. No, yeah, 4. All right. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'll chip on and one putt, get a 6. My wedge, I shanked it when my hole was like at 12 o'clock. I went 2 o'clock. Not what I wanted. Get back on the green. 2 putted for an 8. My only 8 on the card. I think that was all mental. I think I overthought that wet shot or maybe carelessness. Man, I didn't think about it too much. I just thought I'd be like, all right, just get on it and one putt and get out of here. Get on to 18. That was my 8. I think that was mental. I could be wrong, but I put that in my head like, oh, I got decent numbers, no crazy numbers. I think 1-7 was my biggest number to that point. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. Got an 8. And I walked off. Got to 18. Long par 5, 452 yards. Got a 6. Again, I started falling apart in the last, from number 14 on. I 3-putted 14, 15. No, that was it. Just those 2. But those stuck in my head for some reason. Thought it was more than that. I 3-putted twice. Felt like I was from Philly. Maybe I had a twin brother somewhere 3-putting for me. Some of you guys will get that. So yeah, 95. Little wet first 5 holes. After that, it was just chilly and damp. Yeah, I'm happy when I'm on 95. That long birdie putt definitely made up for it. Yeah, that was it. My round had green Knoll. The course was empty. I've never had that before. That was pretty interesting. Interesting feeling. Like the course was just like felt like it was my course for the day. Nobody else on it. Maybe when we got to number 14, 15, I might have seen a cart way out in the back somewhere behind us. But that was 2 or 3 hours after we teed off. That was pretty cool to see. Yeah, 3.5 hour round. Not bad. Let's get on to the good stuff. The Mexico Open happened last weekend. John Rahm, number 2 in the world. Another wire winner. John Rahm with his 7th career win. Nice little payday. 1.3 million. They were calling it Vallarta, Mexico, which was next to Puerto Vallarta. I don't know if that's a resort or the name of the town, but they were saying Vallarta, Mexico. Looks like a nice place to go play. If you were down there, I've been to Puerto Vallarta long time ago. Long time ago. So we're 2 weeks away from the PGA Championship at Southern Hills in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My man Tiger causing some internet beef, some Twitter fingers out there. He played a practice round with the director of golf of Southern Hills. People were liking it. People weren't. Some people weren't. One specifically that one Twitter account that keeps getting linked to Patrick Reed's wife. Used Golf Facts, I think it's called. Used Golf Facts. Look it up. Rumor is that that's Patrick Reed's wife runs that account. Very pro Patrick Reed. Always seems to chime in when he's the center of attention, whether good or bad. Called out the PGA, called out Tiger, called out the PGA commissioner. I don't know. That's Tiger. Tiger, I think it's fair. He still got to go out there and execute. I could tell you, hey, don't hit that green left to right because it's going to roll off. Execute that shot. So who knows if that's an advantage or not. And one thing I forgot to mention last week, my girl, Paulina Gretzky, got married to DJ Dustin Johnson. My little Paulina story. I was volunteering at the President's Cup here in Jersey City in Liberty National back in 2017. It was Saturday or Sunday. I forget what day it was. DJ's group is teeing off on the hole I was working. Forget what the title of my position was. Marshal. I was a marshal, a roving marshal. Got my pass here, my volunteer pass. And then this one was for the international club. Cool story behind that one. One of those cooler moments I don't think I'll ever forget. That was my volunteer pass. I was a roving marshal. So you start your day off, you report to the tent, and you see the guy in charge of your position, and he tell you, okay, you're gonna work this hole, you're gonna work that fairway, this green, wherever he sent you or he or she sent you, that's where you went. So I was working 12, 13. I was basically the crossing guard. I worked the rope whenever they're teeing off, closed the rope, nobody could cross, bombs overhead, just tee shots. When all players hit the ball, open up the crossing guard or open up the lane, people would come and go. All right, whenever the players got close, we close it up. They'd walk through their caddies and whoever else was following them. Then we opened it back up and they kept crossing. DJ's groups coming down, and I see there's little commotion on the right fairways, where right rough is where I'm at. If you're coming down the fairway, 2 3 girls are coming down, and I hear one of the guys, I don't know, 50 feet away, goes, "Paulina, selfie or pic? Can I take a picture?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." Boom, takes a picture with the guy. Then somebody else between that guy and me said, "Paulina, picture." Real friendly, real accommodating. Took a picture of everybody that asked. So I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, honestly, I've never seen this girl in person. No, always heard the name. So, "Hey, Paulina, picture." Real friendly, friendly. And she says, "Yeah, take a picture." We snapped a selfie, and that was it. Pretty cool. She must have taken 50, 60 selfies on that hole alone, just going down the fairway, following DJ. So yeah, so that's my Paulina Gretzky story. Oh, going back to Tiger, I see he was at Southern Hills, still wearing FootJoys. I'm not sure what's going on with Nike. He's like, all right, he shocked everybody by wearing FootJoys at the Masters back in April. This is a month and a half later. They could have worked with him by now, made something, right? Just me thinking out loud. Nike's dropping the ball here, unless he just doesn't want Nike shoes while he's coming back from his injury. Who knows? Interesting to find out what's going on there. But I figured Nike would have gone to work as soon as the Masters were over with some footwear for my man Tiger. So yeah, so that's it for my notes. And now just a little rant. Pretty cool to hear when I run into coworkers and other friends of mine that know I'm doing this YouTube thing, and they're surprised to learn that, hey man, I saw the channel, I saw the YouTube, I saw your podcast. They're laughing. Some of them are, hey man, go work, go work. Other ones are just busting my balls. I'm used to that. But one guy in specific came out to me the other day. He commented on the last video. Vic Talla, my man Vic, he's waiting to play around with me. Vic was one of the first guys I got to talk about golf with after I had transferred from where I first started to where I worked most of my time on. We played with him. I played often with him. I lived in Newark at the time. He lived a neighboring town, a couple towns over. We were in the same county, so we had county memberships, and we would play. He would tell me where he grew up on a certain. It wasn't a golf course when he grew up, but or maybe it was. I forget what it was, but some hole, some green was used to be where his house was, and pretty cool stories, man. And he always gave me some cool pointers. One I still use to this day when I'm around the green, instead of trying to use the wedge to flop or to chip on, I use my 8 or my 9 iron depending where I'm at, and the putting motion, little bump and run up to the hole. It's worked wonders. Good dude, my man Vic. And yeah, we're gonna set up a tee, a foursome. Vic, my man Bobby, and maybe Steve, who I mentioned in the last video, Mr. Hawaiian Steve. Maybe we'll get a foursome together and go play somewhere soon. So yeah, Vic, nice seeing you. Nice chit chatting with you. I'm glad you're back. Glad your back is back because he was banged up for a bit. And yeah, can't wait to play with you, buddy. And thank you for the words of encouragement. Another Vic story. He's the first one that took me to Crystal Springs, up North Jersey, way up north. And there's an outing up there. Some people he knows, some friends of his are throwing an outing. So it's me, Vic, and a buddy of his. Can't remember his name. And real cool guy. Don't Like I said, I don't remember his name, but I do remember him playing with wooden clubs and like just an old set, an old bag. This guy was straight out of those paintings with the fucking corncob pipe. That one guy with the me and Vic were just making fun of him because he looked right out of this fucking painting. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but yeah, good times with Vic. Can't wait to play with him again. Very good golfer. Very good golfer of from what I remember. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing. Bobby, Vic, and Steve. Set it up. Let's go. All right, guys. That's it for the week. I'm gonna try to get something done next week before I leave on my trip. And see you guys soon, all right? Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Hopefully this sounds better than last week. 95. God damn. 2 3 putts.
Golf.
Later.